The cancerous left constantly talks about diversity and tolerance, but they have no diversity of opinions and they have no tolerance for disagreement. And we're going to talk about the Halo situation today.
Halo used to be heroic, masculine, right-wing, pro-military, pro-America. Now it's fucking gay and worked on by theater kids. Campaign Evolved is so bad you have...
I want to take another look at that.
Now it's fucking gay and worked on by theater kids.
Women, 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 women. That could go either way. Women, 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 women. See, like, this is just, it's the military going to war. Just Halo in general is like, it's such a masculine thing, and you don't have any men working on this. You have a girl here with an LGBT flag. You have this girl with an LGBT haircut, hair colors. Half the crew has dyed their hair, so you know they're like all liberals in here, and it's this is ridiculous. I don't know who makes these types of decisions, and it's crazy to me that these companies just always double down on this woke stuff. And it's like, how much money do you want to lose? Do you even want to make any? This is hilarious. I did not see this before.
Campaign Evolved is so bad you have the level designer from Halo 3 saying stuff like this. The Halo devs have apparently decided that the majority of Marines should now be women. I'm fine with occasionally seeing a woman Marine, whatever, but we're starting to enter clown world territory here. For Campaign Evolved, which is a remaster of Halo 1, 343 thought it was a good idea to add 3 missions to the beginning of the game, centering around this dog-ugly Boldyke as she one-ups Chief.
Not bad.
There's this thing in feminism where they're like incapable of admitting that men are stronger than women, and it's the weirdest thing. You are never, like, you have to live in reality. There's something about reality auto-correcting your wrong opinions, I guess. And usually you have an opinion that's wrong, and then you go out into the world, and then the world auto-corrects you on some things. And men being stronger than women is one of the most basic things in nature, and they can't even just accept that. It's completely illogical from the get-go, and this is what they do. They get a bunch of women together, and then they go into male spaces, and then they try to convert us to make us reject reality, and it's just not going to work. And that's I'm so happy all this backlash is happening with all these games. I think the gamers are genuinely the most based people in this country, because everyone else is just, there's always flaws in their methodology and their thought process, but the gamers are like the most consistent. I love it.
Spartan, I'm almost starting to believe the propaganda.
Bro, it's like they watched my video about Chief being a disabled trans girl boss and thought I was pitching an idea for a new Halo. Anyway, so what I've been doing the past week is going back and playing the first 3 Halo games, and what stuck with me was number 1, how pro-military and right-wing these games were, number 2, how much these games focused on religion, and number 3, how the entire lore of the original games was thrown away with Halo 4. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. Old school Halo would make your average little liberal soy cuck today piss their pants.
Be gone from me, you soy boy beta cuck.
Legendary mode on Halo Combat Evolved would filter all these pussies. If that didn't get rid of them, we would troll the shit out of their mom in our Halo lobbies.
I'm a fucking riot shield. What else do you want me to talk about? Riot shield. I'm a pussy that use riot shield.
So what changed? And it's simple. Halo has been hijacked by pronoun people. It's been hijacked people who talk about racism and misogyny. You can see this in the people who work on Halo now. Here's a guy who hates guns working on Halo. Here's a dude who is a Fruit Loop working on Halo. Here's a black woman who was the chief of staff of Halo at one point. And you see this showing up in the game itself now. The original Halo games were heroic and pro-military. Now you have Catherine Halsey and everybody questioning whether Chief is even the good guy or not.
It is incredibly strange to me how you, as the studio, could hire someone whose central methodology and central approach to the art process is their woke beliefs. That is like that's the most unartistic thing that you could do. Is you already have conclusions and pitches, and you're just gonna try to tie everything to that. It's like the exact opposite of creating something. That's unbelievable to me.
I thought you'd be taller.
343 Studios or Halo Studios, nobody gives a fuck. Whatever they're called now, they obviously hate Master Chief and they hate everything he stood for in the original games. Never has there been a worse downfall from OG Bungie to 343 Halo Studios.
And this is hilarious. Like, look, bunch of dudes. There are some women here, but like this is appropriate for a very masculine game like this. This is bullshit. This is unacceptable. And it's funny because they're just it's like constant men are bad, toxic masculinity, and it's like they can't see how toxic they are. They are completely intolerant, and it's ridiculous that they think that they're the tolerant party, tolerant methodology, and it's just like they're like parrots. Not a single diverse opinion in the entirety of the left, and it drives me crazy. Like over here, I guarantee you that a bunch of these people disagree with each other, and that's on the right. We have that, you know. I'm a libertarian. One of my close friends is a conservative. We don't agree on almost anything. We have identitarians on the right. We have nationalists on the right, and then you go far enough, we got like some pretty extreme views. But we have diversity on this side of the aisle. On that side of the aisle, everyone's a progressive, and then there's a bunch of idiotic classical liberals that actually think there's still any candidates that are liberal in the sense that, you know, we mainly disagree on like tax percentages and all that. No, on the left right now, it's just a bunch of communists. They are completely economically illiterate. They all have the same beliefs. They'll preach socialism while trying to call everybody that doesn't believe the things they believe Nazis. It's like, Nazis were socialists, you retards.
Bro, back in the day, Bungie, without having social media or anything, was obsessed with their game and wanted to make fans happy. It's simple. Halo CE launched in 2001, and it had single player, co-op, and multiplayer on launch. All on one disc, big dog. And it cost like $50 million to make. The virgins and beta males who made Halo Infinite, the game cost $400 million, and all they could do on launch was a wet fart single player campaign. But don't worry, the Pride armor, the Women's Day armor, the Black History Month armor were all right on time. Like, have you ever thought about that?
I'm just saying, this has to be fake, right?
The Women's Day armor, the
No, it's real.
Black History Month armor were...
Like, these are so ugly. Like, even if, like, this whole African American thing is so dumb to me. I mean, you're American, you have, but if you were from Africa and then you saw this, wouldn't you be offended at how ugly this is? And if you're like one of these feminists, wouldn't you be offended at how ugly this is? This is just poor design.
All right on time. Like,
I can't believe that's real. That's
have you
hilarious.
ever thought about that? Why do these gay ass studios have to delay their game, but they never delay Pride armor? They never delay gay ass Black History Month armor. They're just soft, dude. It's a bunch of soft virgin incel men who wear dresses fucking working on Halo now. It used to be military-based chads, and now it's homos making this game. So anyway, boys, let's get into the main topic of this video because, like I said, I replayed the first 3 Halo games, and I want to go into 3 major points about exactly why the Halo games are so bad now. Number 1, the original Halo games made you feel like a hero. 343 turned Master Chief into a cuck, a simp, and a morally gray bad guy. Number 2, the original Halo games were primarily military engagement video games. The 343 games are practically anti-military games and completely get away from the series' roots. Number 3, Halo has always been a deeply religious game. The 343 games stripped all the religious stuff out and it doesn't feel like a Halo anymore. So let's get into it. One final caveat here. When I talk about the good Halos, I'm referring to everything up to including Halo Reach. When I talk about the bad Halos, I'm talking about Halo 4, Halo 5, Halo Infinite, and this new Dogwater Campaign Evolve thing. Replaying Halo 1, Halo 2, and Halo 3 again, I realized what made these games so powerful. And it's the feeling of being the hero. You are Spartan John 117, a Christian reference to the Bible, by the way. You are a super soldier created by...
Oh. I had no idea.
So again, the cuckening of Halo. 343 is attacking their own main character. But it gets worse. Most of Halo 4 is just Chief simping for Cortana. He has no real mission anymore. They're just trying to get back to Earth, and then they accidentally open a Forerunner artifact and out pops the Didact. The last thing Chief says in Halo 3 is, "Wake me when you need me."
Wake me when you need me.
To me, this implies that Chief should be kept in cryosleep until there is a clear mission for him, and that never actually happened in Halo 4. What was your mission? Get back to Earth, fart around on some alien planet, and talk to the Didact with his boring new enemy type they made? It's obvious Halo 4 was made by retards and pronoun people, but it gets even...
I guess I lucked out because I actually did not play Halo 4.
Worse. The first time Chief runs into other Spartans, we get this embarrassing interaction.
I thought you'd be taller.
Just in case you wanted more things to cringe about in Halo 4, I read online that the Didact is a metaphor for imperial dominance, racial supremacy, and forced assimilation, because all
Their entire worldview is just pathetic, man. It's like not everything has to be about politics, you know? And it's crazy. Like, the Odyssey's playing, and my friend wanted to see it, and I'm like, no, I don't care. I don't care if it's incredible. Like, you got to vote with your dollars, you know? And the sheer disrespect that these studios are just committing left and right, it's unacceptable in my opinion, and it's all one directional, because the Odyssey just came out. They made Helen of Troy black, but ironically, Moana, that just came out. Suddenly, racial accuracy is is important. Excuse me. You can't make anyone in the Moana movie a different race. You can't make anyone white. You can't. It's all one directional, and like just the idea of going the other way, they'll lose their shit. They'll become emotionally unstable fucking banshees.
The creators of Halo 4 are gay and woke, you can 100% assume they are talking about white people in America. But wait, guys, the UNSC is definitely meant to be a metaphor for America in the first 5 Halo games, and in those games, we are the good guys. So which is it? Again, 343 is so confused and retarded because they made America the good guys in the first 5 Halo games, and now suddenly America are the bad guys. And the final thing I hate about Halo 4 is, of course, that they completely changed the lore. In Halo 3, there's a moment where 343 Guilty Spark looks at Chief and says something to the effect of, "You are the Forerunner."
You are Forerunner!
Implying that humans are the Forerunners and that they are not actually a separate race. And then if you look at all the Bungie lore dumps and old videos, you find out, yes, Bungie intended...
I haven't played in a long time, Halo specifically. Weren't the Forerunners the Covenant what they were looking for? So it was the humans all along? That doesn't make any sense.
Humans to be the original Forerunners. And that would have been super interesting because on the one hand, the Covenant are against the humans and fighting the humans, but then they're finding out, oh wait, the humans are also the Forerunners we've been searching for, and the Prophet of Truth is hiding all this stuff from them. And it would have been a very cool plot device to have used in the later Halo games. But
So it was scrapped. Okay, fair enough.
of course, 343 had to retcon all of this. They tossed out all of Bungie's lore and they said, no, we're going to make the Forerunners a completely different race that look like Voldemort. So yeah, one of the biggest reasons Halo 4 is trash is just because they threw out all of Bungie's lore and they made the Forerunners this separate race, and nobody wanted that, and the 343 games are just dog shit. Anyway, moving on. The Halo games are primarily games about military conflicts. They're not necessarily only about Chief. The original ship attacked in Halo 1 was the Pillar of Autumn, a military ship. You do reconnaissance for the military the entire game. Halo 2 opens with the Chief being awarded medals for his service. He is a war hero. Halo 3 ends over a patriotic speech as we see a memorial to all the fallen soldiers in the game. Halo Reach is primarily about the bravery and dedication of 6 Spartans as they gave their lives to stop the fall of Reach. The original Halo games are unabashedly pro-military, and as we know, the military makes leftists, libcucks, and troons seethe. But moving on, we know that the military...
That's very true. I wonder what the percentage of the military is actually. So 23% of the military identify as liberal. I'm honestly not really shocked at all.
Framing in the good Halo games is the perfect foil for Master Chief. The UNSC soldiers and all the military stuff in the Halo games have always grounded these games and made them feel more real than Pixels were able to. Because the 343 games were made by feminists and gay men who think the military is icky, it's obvious that the military's role got severely downgraded in the 343 games. So in summary, the later Halo games do not feel like Halo to me because they massively downgraded the military conflict aspect of all this. Halo,
it's also like quite strange on the other end of it is if you have these beliefs, if you hate the military, why would you want to work on a military game? Aside from just sabotaging it, but that's also self-destructive. Like, I understand your ideology is the opposite of this, but it's weird to be self-destructive in a way that's like, I mean, look at the backlash.
Halo 4 is about having retarded and esoteric conversations with the didact. It's boring as hell. Halo 5 is about Cortana becoming the bad guy and you fight this gay loser called Warden Eternal. In Halo Infinite, you fight a bunch of brutes called the Banished, and these guys are so boring that I can't tell them apart. Do you want to know why the 343 games don't feel like Halo? It's because the war against the Covenant and then the war against the Flood are the primary plot device in the good Halo games. The later games were such retarded failures because they got away from being about a military conflict. All right, my final...
I'm interested in what he's going to say about this because, I mean, I remember it being religious, but that John 117, that's actually crazy. I never caught that.
Point number 3, Halo has always been about religion. Is there anything that Reddit, atheists, and pronoun people hate more than religion? And this explains why the 343 games have almost all of the religious content taken out, because leftists find religion icky. But the truth is that Halo 1, 2, and 3 are deeply focused on faith and religious belief. Halo 1 opens with a choir singing, the prophet of mercy, the prophet of truth, the prophet of regret, all biblical concepts. John 1:17 is a Bible reference. The Covenant is a Bible reference. The Flood, also a Bible reference. Marty O'Donnell indicated that the original name for the Covenant was the Dervish, which would have been a direct reference to Islam. So if
Oh shit, really? That's crazy. I had no idea. Hold on, let's go back. Dervish, blah blah blah. Oh, okay, it doesn't really go into detail. But I mean, the first Halo game did come out right after 9/11, so that makes perfect sense.
which would have been a direct reference to Islam. So if you look at the original Halo trilogy, it is clear that these games are about religious fanaticism versus America. The UNSC represents the USA, and the Covenant represents the Middle East conflict. The Prophet of Truth is clearly a jihadist.
My feet tread the path. I shall become a god.
The whole idea of activating the Halo
Oh
ring
my god, I never put two and two together.
is a metaphor for suicide
That's crazy.
and these lunatics sacrificing themselves for Allah. The Halo ring is essentially a way to commit suicide by wiping out all life in the universe and going on the quote great journey. But over the course of Halo 2, you see the Arbiter's metamorphosis from a true believer to somebody who actively questions his religion. You could say over the course of the first 3 Halo games, the Arbiter goes from a radical Muslim to a moderate Muslim who doesn't believe religious suicide is the answer anymore. This is why the Chief and Arbiter are able to team up and take down the Prophet of Truth and prevent the annihilation of the universe by these religious fanatics. So it's not true to say that Christianity is fighting the Covenant in the Halo games, but what is clear is the Human Covenant War is 100% a metaphor for the Iraq War, which is the conflict our country was engaged in at the
Holy shit, dude, I had no idea. I mean, given I was like 11 when this game came out, or was it, I forget what year this game came out, but I was very young, and obviously you don't pay attention to politics in an age like that, but that's crazy. That's awesome. I had no idea. And it's funny because US versus Middle East, and like considering the timeline we're in, these people like they hate Christianity, and it's weird because it's like as far as tolerance that they preach so much, it's the most tolerant religion, and that's crazy. This is kind of blowing my mind.
time. Another interesting thing here is that Master Chief's name is John 1:17. In the Bible, the verse John 1:17 reads as follows: "For the law was given through Moses. Grace and truth came through Jesus Christ." Master Chief is what is known as a, quote, type of Christ. He does what humanity is not capable of doing. He is the ultimate soldier, the ultimate man, the ultimate Giga Chad. In the same way Chief saves humanity from suicidal jihadist Islam, Jesus Christ saves humanity from their sins by dying in their place. So it's easy to see why all religious content was removed from Halo 4, Halo 5, and Infinite. And this is yet another reason why Halo 4, 5, and Infinite do not feel like Halo games. Halo has always been deeply religious and deeply steeped in metaphor. So what did the woke retards at 343 do instead of the religion?
It's funny because like I said earlier, Halo 3 was the last Halo I played, but I haven't played these new ones. I've only heard bad things, but I had no idea about this latter part, this religious part, and them doing the whole colonization approach to it. I'm so happy I watched this video. This is blowing my mind.
Basically brought in a bunch of boring lore from the books and talked about that instead. Nobody cares about Warden Eternal. Nobody cares about the Didact. But because woke leftists are completely detached from reality, they thought somebody would give a shit about these characters, and we never did. The only hint at Halo 4 and 5 being a metaphor, like I said earlier, is that number one, Chief is the bad guy now because Halsey kidnapped him from his parents and made him a child soldier and therefore bad. Number 2, people like the Didact are white colonizers, and to update the language, they would probably call him a fascist today. I mean, these lunatics think the Didact represents America, probably. So boys, in closing, is it any wonder everybody freaking hates Halo now? The original Halo games were deeply Christian, deeply religious. They were essentially military games about the military, and Chief was the ultimate hero. 343 and Halo Studios games are dog shit. They're completely anti-religion and anti-faith. They are anti-American, and they somehow make Chief the bad guy. One final note about that, I'm sure people will say, oh, well, the Spartan program was mentioned in the book in 2001, so it's always been there. To that, I would say yes, but do you seriously think that OG Bungie would have made Chief the, quote, bad guy, or the Spartan program responsible for, quote, war crimes? Get out of here. Also, Bungie made it clear that the games are canon and the books are not canon. The games always took precedence over the books. But anyway, in closing, the whole reason Halo works as a game is because morality is so black and white. And I think that you will find in real life, morality is still very black and white. Woke people and pronoun people are evil satanic retards. They worship Satan. They are trash, and they represent the flood. The USA, Christians, and all of humanity who value life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are the UNSC. All right, boys, I'm going to get out of here.
Wow. I'm so happy that I watched this. That whole religious aspect of it, I had no idea. That's so cool. So the reason this made my radar is Halo, the studio, I guess this gay studio, they went into Steam and they removed the LGBTQ plus sign. So in Steam, where it says like, oh, first person shooter, RPG, blah, 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 there was an LGBT sign, and that was the first one. And that is how they describe their games to their players. And it being this conservative black and white game, and apparently super religious. I had no idea on the religion aspect of it. That adds so much more salt to the wound. And the last couple years, man, since COVID, I want to say the left is just like, they're just not good at their job. It's unbelievable. They're self-destructive to a point where it's actually kind of funny. Like, you know the saying, if you shoot yourself in the foot, they have like a machine gun and they won't pull their finger off the trigger. Like, this is so detrimental to your case when it comes to the battle of ideology, you know? Like, these people, I can't believe it. This has been a great video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.